When it comes to websites, business owners make this mistake thinking that their design does not matter, and they think that because they can just go out there and DIY it all, they're just going to do that and skip the fundamentals of design and understanding what a good looking website looks like. When you do that, your customers come to your website and they're expecting Whole Foods, they're expecting premium, and they show up and you give them crappy 7-Eleven. I'm talking about this because anything that you put out for your business, including your website, is a representation of your business. It's conveying a message to potential customers that this is what we represent, this is what we stand for, this is how much we value our relationship, how much we value first impressions. All that to say that if you're going to DIY your own website, make sure that you understand the fundamentals of design. I'm going to talk about 3 ones in this video, like my top 3 recommendations for any entrepreneur or marketer that's trying to DIY their own website. This is just the starting point, you know? So keep these 3 things in mind, and it'll set you off on the right path, and it will put you ahead of 90% of people that are DIYing. The first mistake that I see when people are trying to DIY their own website is that they don't think about the branding, the messaging, and the copywriting. They just skip that step. And now with ChatGPT and other AI apps, they don't just skip that step. They just go and ask these chatbots, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with using AI. I actually use it every day. But you should be telling AI how to communicate. Like, give it examples of your voice, of your message, of your values, what you're trying to convey, so that it doesn't spit out generic content and you sound like everybody else. That's number 1. Make sure that your messaging is on point and you're speaking, from your own voice, and also speaking directly to your ideal customers. Step number 2 is the design aspect of it. Now this part, I would say that with a lot of page builders out there and a lot of templates that are pre-made, you'd be pretty well off if you just follow one of those templates. But I don't know why, but I see a lot of people using templates and then they mess it all up. Like, most of these templates, like, you gotta understand, it's kind of like Canva, right? Some of their inspiration, some of their designs, they come from other designers, like graphic designers that have experience in this space. And same thing with the website builders. A lot of these templates that are made and they're just kind of given to you as you're supposed to plug and play, those were made by web designers that have experience, So if you go in there and you take what they've done, you just mess it all up by putting your own finesse to it, even though you don't know anything about web design, you just, you're going backwards. So if you're going to use a template, try to stick to it as much as possible. I'm not saying don't get creative, because you definitely should, and you should try to be different. But if you don't know what you're doing with design, why are you trying to mess up somebody else's work, right? That would be my second tip when it comes to design. Then when it comes to the third thing that you need to account for, this is on the more development side and the more technical side. A lot of it is that when you deploy your website, when you publish it, just test it, right? Test that it looks good on mobile, test that it looks good on desktop, and make sure that it's working, right? Make sure that all the links are clicking to the right place. All the buttons are working. There's so much that you could do with testing. I'm not gonna go into that in this video, but at least put yourself in your customer's shoes and grab your phone and go through your own website and make sure that you like the experience and that it's smooth and that you would enjoy using it. Because if you don't, then why should you expect other people to enjoy using your website? Why should you expect them to stick around on your website when you don't even like it? So those are the 3 things that I would recommend. Top 3 quick tips. If you're looking for more on this kind of content, just check out my YouTube channel, because I have more content related to this stuff. But if you want me to do a deep dive into any one of those topics, or you have specific questions about your website, drop a comment down below. So that's pretty much it for this video. I appreciate you watching. If you got any value, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.